This is why the NFL does not take the Houston Texans serious. Because you had a chance to go into Baltimore and prove that you are an elite team capable of making a deep playoff run and win a Super Bowl, and you absolutely wet the bed. Cue the intro.
The city of the dream team, Hakeem, Turing, Beyonce, yeah, man. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made a hot spin.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo, and the Houston Texans just got absolutely mobbed, 41-7, going to Baltimore. This game was over as soon as it started. This game was just tough for me to watch, man. All phases of the teams were absolutely bad. The offense could not get going. Bill Bryant is huge at fault for this. You know, he wasn't trying to get, plays for Watson to get him going early. It just wasn't a good executed game plan by the offense. Also, Deshaun Watson had his worst game as an NFL quarterback. He was throwing the balls in the dirt. He was looking lost. He was missing wide open people and not even finding the wide open person when they were open. Deshaun Watson looked flustered. He looked absolutely lost. When he threw halfway across his body and he gets picked, that's when I knew that Deshaun Watson was just fried. No excuse for Bill Bryant or Deshaun Watson. They had 2 weeks to prepare for Lamar Jackson, 2 weeks to prepare for this Baltimore defense, and they just ran over you. On the defense was absolutely horrible. You applied no pressure to Lamar Jackson. Your coverage was not good. I don't know why you're playing zone, knowing that you don't have a very good front seven. The linebackers were missing tackles. Merciless looked absolutely lost out there. People were lost all over the defense. Hey, I think Lonnie Johnson had a very decent game until he got hurt, but this defense was absolutely horrible. And on the special teams, Kaimi Fairbairn does not need to be kicking for the Houston Texans no more. I'm done with him. He has missed so much, and if we get to that deep playoff run and we're gonna rely on Kaimi Fairbairn, I have no faith whatsoever in him. You have to give credit where credit is due. The Baltimore Ravens absolutely destroyed us. Lamar Jackson is the MVP. He was dynamic. We could not stop him even if we wanted to. He was finding his tight ends, which I said was key. That if we stop their tight ends, we win the game, and we cannot do that from the start. The defense was just phenomenal. Our offensive line was absolutely horrible. You know, they were just letting Watson run free back there. And almost 4 of those sacks out of the 6 that we took, and they were on Deshaun Watson because he held the ball so long. You have to give credit to the coaching staff for the Ravens. They prepared for us way more than we did for them, even though we had a bye week. And they absolutely proved why they are one of the best teams in the NFL and maybe the front runner to the Super Bowl. And it just frustrates me so much. Why? Because this is Lamar Jackson's second year in the NFL, and he's doing fantastic. This is Deshaun Watson's 4th, and we didn't look good today in any phase whatsoever, and I just don't understand why. Is it the coaching? It probably is. I'm not trying to put all the blame on OB, but Deshaun Watson was absolutely horrible. As much as I love him, as much as I cried one time because he did a fantastic play, he was horrible. And he is one of the reasons why we lost this game. It just seems like he's consistent on being inconsistent, if that makes sense. He has 2 games where he plays good, then he loses. 2 games where he plays good, then he loses. It is becoming a pattern that we win 2 games in a row and then we lose the 3rd one because Watson just looks god awful. I don't know what's next. We have the Colts coming up. I'm not looking forward to that. Why? Because this game, you can't take any victories out of this game. They beat you on every sequence of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. Anything you want. The Ravens had their day against the Houston Texans. Side note, I am sick of Will Fuller. Why is he on this team? We should have traded him when we had the chance. He is made out of glass. He has no hands. He probably one of the worst first round picks that we have drafted this year, and that's including Kevin Johnson. Will Fuller is a disappointment for the Houston Texans, and it is imperative that we sign a wide receiver, whether it's Antonio Brown or whether it's Des Bryant. Don't even get me started on Kiki Kuti. Dude, you're in the doghouse, and the first chance you get, you drop the ball, and you get saved by a defensive holding penalty. Laramie Tunsil, you have been on this team for 9 weeks. There's no reason why you should have 10 false starts. You have almost won a game. It is hard to get any more victories out of this game. We look lost. Something has to change. Watson should have ate a Popeyes chicken sandwich before this game because he just looked horrible. But let me know what you guys think. Am I overreacting or are my points valid? Because this is honestly scary. Why? Because we can beat the horrible teams. We know that. But when we play against the good teams, are we just going to get absolutely smacked? 41-7? That just shows me that you did not prepare whatsoever. You had 14 days to prepare for this Baltimore Ravens team, and nothing went well. We're 6-4. The season's not over, but after today, it doesn't give me any hope for the playoffs. You guys have a blessed day.